Well, here we go from Detroit, Michigan, Game 2 in this 15-game MLB season. And we say that because, let's explain something here. Real quick, hang on, let's turn off the...
This one driven, deep center field.
Let's turn off the commentator.
When the season ends, is baseball really over?
Okay. So here's the thing. We said 15-game season. Now most of game 1 of the season were not live streamed, so we didn't really get to explain this. But since there was no 2024 MLB season, they have decided to have a 15-game regular season plus playoffs. So here's how it works. It might be a short season. Next season we will play a full season, but it will only be a full season for our league is only 62 games. So it will be a 62-game season starting in March of 2025. But anyways, before that, we got this 15-game season here. That means a team has a chance to go 15-0, 0-15, 1-14, 14-1, and so forth. And it's possibility you could only win 5 games. So there is possibility for that to happen. This would be a historical season, and it already is for the least amount of games played in a season. But all 30 MLB teams are playing for one goal. And that is to make it to Miami, Florida to play in the World Series. Because unlike real life, the World Series for our league is played at an alternative site. So it's kind of like the Super Bowl in the NFL. It's going to go to a different place. Next season, it will be at Dodger Stadium next season. Then it'll come to Detroit and so forth. So without further ado, let's get Game 2 underway. Tigers are 1-0. They won Game 1, 11 runs to 3. Dropped the Braves to an 0-1 start. And we are ready for the first pitch. Here tonight, as you get a look at Tarek Skubal. And there's his 2023 record from IRL. And here we go. So up first, Ronald Acuna Jr. Hit deep, but Canna's there to make the play. He is no longer a Tiger IRL, but he is in here still. So there's the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. Acuna Jr. just went first. He just flew out. There, you saw it. Albies, or however you say his last name, is up next. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Nice pitch there by Skubal. And nice shot for a base hit. 1 out, 1 on here. And swing and a miss, 0-1. So he starts the same way that Ozzy started. Hits this deep, looking deep, and that is a 2-run blast to give the Braves an early lead. How about that? Austin Riley with a 98.4 mile per hour exit velocity. And I couldn't tell you the other stat, but already 2-0 Atlanta here in the top of the first. Take a look at this replay. Nice hit there, drives it. That was 367 feet out of Comerica Park. And now Matt Olson up next. Swing and a miss, 0-1. He chased it. That was a nice pitch by Scooble to get him to chase it. And he looked like he wanted to hit it and didn't. That's strike 2. And hit and foul there for Olson. And swing and a miss, 0-3, got him. That's a strikeout for Tarek Scooble. So we have a flyout, then a 2-run blast for a home run for the Braves lead. And now we have a strikeout. Swing and a miss for Ozuna. Ozuna, however you say his last name. And it's 0-1. You know what? We'll just say Marcel. And swing and a miss. 0-2 for Marcel now. Can he get him here? And he chased it. And that ends the inning. But not before Austin Riley blasts one out of here to give the Braves a 2-0 lead. Midway through the first, back after this, you're watching the MLB on FoxTube TV. Welcome back to the MLB on FoxTube TV. Spencer Strider, the starting pitcher for Atlanta. Atlanta has the early lead 2-0, courtesy of that 2-run home run in the top of the first. And now Detroit is up to bat. The Tigers, they won 11-3 last game. Looking to swing and a miss. 0-1 for Parker Meadows. Looking to get off on the right track here. And hit and foul. So 0-2 now for Parker Meadows. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's a strikeout for Spencer Strider, his first of the game. Riley Green up next. And chased it for a strike. So 0-1. Hit, but that's going to be a foul, so 0-2 for Riley Green now. The 0-2. Hit, deep. Duval jumps into the air. Out of here. No, it's not out of here. That's going to be extra bases. I thought that was a blast for a minute. It was a blast, but I thought that was a home run blast. Look at that hit again. Nice hit by Riley Green. Almost out of there. In fact, even almost a ground rule double. Swing and a miss, 0-1 for Spencer Torkelson. And if that would have been a ground rule double, that would have put him where he is. Deep ball, left center field though. That was a hard hit ball and it is gone and this game is tied. Spencer Torkelson with the home run. 2-run blast. 109 mile per hour exit velocity. A 1-out, 2-run blast. Parker Meadows the only out. Riley Green doubles off that nice hit. That was almost a home run. Torkelson, hard hit ball to left center field. Into the fountain, 443 feet into the Chevrolet fountain there. Kerry Carpenter up next. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to start.
0-1's the count.
Hit and foul, so now 0-2. Swing and a miss, 0-3, and that's a strikeout. Spencer Strider's second strikeout of the game. He gets 2 of them. One off of Austin Meadows. Parker Meadows, so that's a swing and a miss for Mark Canha. And then one off of Kerry Carpenter there. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Hit. And that's hit to the shallow. That will be the third out. So the first inning is over. We're all tied up, courtesy of Spencer Torkelson and Riley Green. Because if it wasn't for Riley Green's double, that would have only been a solo shot, and they would have still been down 2-1. But instead, it's a 2-run blast from Spencer Torkelson. More after this on Fox Tube TV.
Leading off to the bridge, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Alright, so here's Michael Harris as we welcome you back to Comerica Park. 2-2, tied up, and that's hit right to Riley Green's glove. Nice play there. The center fielder is out. That was a 102-mile-per-hour exit on a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Hit to deep left center field. And Meadows is there to make the play, and two-way quickly here in the top of the second. And that is a blast, and how about that? A solo home run for the Braves. Gives them the lead right back. By Duvall. 103.2 mile per hour exit velocity, 391 feet. Out of here for the solo shot and the lead. And the runs you see on the board there is all the Braves were able to score last game. As you look at that hit again, they were only able to score 3. Tigers blew them out 11 runs to 3. Braves looking to avoid a sweep at least in this series. And keep in mind, each game played this season will be a 3-game series since it's only 15 games. And this will be the final out of the inning as Rogers is there to make the play on the pop-up. Midway through the second, but not before Duvall blasts one out of here. Back in 30 seconds. Welcome back as the 6th batter up, Colt Keith. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
0-2.
As you see, the umpires, Gary Simmons at home plate. And couldn't read the rest because it disappeared. There's one to shallow. Duvall's going to make the play. At least he should. Yes, he will. That's the first out of the inning. Gio Urshela, who actually plays for the Braves now. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And that's what the Braves are doing right there. Getting the Tigers to chase the first pitch, which results in a strike about 90% of the time in this game so far. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And quickly 2 are away here. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. As Javier Baez is now up to the plate. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
For Javi. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, 0-3, and the Tigers don't score nothing in that inning. And we're going to the top of the third, and the Braves hang on to the lead. 3 runs to 2. Back in a few. Welcome back. Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 1. He flew out his first time out. Swing and a miss, 0 and 1.
0 and 1.
Swing and a miss, 0 and 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Can Acuna avoid a... Oh! He can avoid a 0 and 2 start to the night. He'll be 1 for 2 tonight, as that's a nice base hit right there. Swing and a miss, 0 and 1. Should not have chased that one. That would have been a ball. And chases another ball. Hit foul. That's Albies, Ozzy. He homered. Or no, he didn't homer last time out. He got a base hit and then a homer was hit. That's right. Swing and a miss. And that's the first out of the inning. Third strikeout for Tarek Skubal. Austin Riley, that was who hit the 2-run blast, the third baseman. Swing and a miss, 0 and 1.
0 and 1.
There's a deep shot. And he's going back. And he's out. Nice play there to get the ball back to first base before he got there. And we're going to stay right here instead of going to a break. But honestly, you got to say, that wasn't a bad idea either. Because it could have been a sacrifice that turned into a double play there. Spencer Strider, perfect so far. Swing and a miss, 0 and 2. 90% of the, or not 90, 70% of the Tigers' hits have been on that right there, but instead Jake Rogers chases a chance to see another pitch and goes down on strikes. Look at that. The way he throws that right there, if he doesn't swing at that, he'll see another pitch because that's a ball way upstairs there, you can see. That's what the Braves are kind of doing wrong too, as well. They're chasing away potential, shots to see another pitch. As that's a swing and a miss, 0 and 2. See, that wasn't a bad pitch to swing at. That is out there. And Acuna still got it. But that looked like it was going to be disastrous there for a minute. Riley Green 1 for 1. Swing and a miss, 0 and 1 now here. Now he's 0 and 2. And keep in mind, this game's a little bit swing and a miss, 0 and 3, and the Tigers don't score again in another inning. That's the end of the third. Back in a few. Don't go anywhere. 3-2 Braves. Alright, so we're in the top of the fourth now, and we were saying that... Actually, what were we saying before we decided to go to break? Swing and a miss, 0 and 1. Chased an upstairs pitch like the Tigers did. That one time, chased another one. And struck him out again. 94-mile-per-hour sinker for his 4th strikeout of the game. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And if you're the Braves right now, as that's going to be foul, so 0-2 now. If you're the Braves right now, you're looking at the past 2 innings with a tie. That's a swing and a miss, and Tarek Skubal gets his 5th strikeout with an 86-mile-per-hour pitch there, as Michael Harris 0-1. And not in time. He's safe. That's a base hit. So Michael Harris 1-2. And this is what you don't want to see if you're the Tigers. You don't want to see, as that's a swing and a miss. 0-2. And there we go. Tigers escape. Another inning without, or another half of an inning without giving up a run. So, if you're the Tigers, you know, you want to make sure that Tarek starts, you know, pitching the ball a little better sometimes. That inning, perfect. Chase that upstairs. And if you're AJ Hinch, you know, you got to tell your guys, you know, if it looks like, and he stopped. That could be a double. Going forward, no, he stayed at second. So that's a double for Spencer Torkelson. 2-for-2. That was a 97-mile-per-hour fastball and a 97-mile-per-hour exit velocity. Look, he just stopped. And it's like he knew he wasn't going to make it, so he decided to not try to go get it. Swing and a miss, 0-1 for Kerry Carpenter. He's 0-for-1 tonight. And now 0-for-2 as he struck out. That's the 7th strikeout for Strider. And what doesn't help the Tigers... Oh, look at that blast. I say you gotta go home. They got him out. At second, they didn't see him. He ran home. And the game is tied. Spencer Torkelson with the double. And then a run there, and that ends the inning as Colt Keefe grounds out. 3-3 though. Duval, Arcia, and Acuna Jr. due up in the third, or in the 5th. Alright, here we go to the top of the 5th. There was error after error that resulted in the Tigers scoring there to tie the game back up. Swing and a miss, 0-2 for Duval. He's 1-for-1 tonight. But there is a danger of him becoming... Swing and a miss! And he is now 1-for-2. That's Tarek Skubal's 6th strikeout. Well-ly executed pitch right there. And then he goes to swing, but it's already past the bat. Oh, no. It's not already past the bat. It was right there, just... Unfortunately, not the way he wanted it to end. Skubal throws it to first, and there's 2 away quickly as Orlando essentially grounds out to the pitcher's mound. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Acuna, 1-for-2. He got a base hit last time. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And because of a lot of pitches being chased, Skubal has yet to throw a ball in this game, when really he should have thrown at least a few. But the Braves decided to chase him, and he'll see another pitch as that's a foul. And this is for the lead right back, because that's out of here. Acuna 2 for 3. This time it's a home run. 4-3 Atlanta. 444 feet, 112 mile per hour exit velocity for that homer. Here in the top of the 5th. And A.J. Hinch is going to send in another pitcher because, I mean, you got to now, right? Tarek just gave up a home run, you know. They're up 4-3. It's getting late in the game now. You gotta make some adjustments. So Joey Wentz, there's his 2023 stats. Not looking so great on the record. We'll see what he can do tonight as he's now in the game. 2 outs. Nobody on thanks to the home run by Acuna. And that's ruled a foul, so 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, 0 for 2. That should have been ball 1 right there. So that's a base hit there. And gets up. I don't know if he would have been in time. That would have definitely been. Oh! And the baseman decided not to go home, even though they could have. But I'm sure they were convinced Canna was going to get that, and I don't... As he takes ball 1 there. I don't think that they were expecting. And that's going to be another run for the Braves. Swing and a miss. 0-1. As that's a foul. So it's right back to where it started. As it's 0-2 now. And finally the side is retired, but not before they give up a home run and 1 run with the bases loaded. So it's a 2-point game again, essentially. Remember, this game in the top of the 1st started off with Atlanta blasting a 2-run home run, going up 2-0. Then in the bottom of the 1st, Spencer Torkelson says, you know what? I want to match it. And he does with a 2-run blast. Then the Braves hit a solo home run as Gio Urshela swings and misses. And then the Tigers tie it up on an error last inning. And then the Braves take advantage by blasting a solo home run and then loading the bases and scoring a run. So it's 5-3. And swing and a miss, and Gio Urshela is out. Swing and a miss. 0-1 for Javi Baez. Deep shot. Harris is going to get this. They'll be 2 away. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Jake Rogers. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And that's at the end of the 5th. As we go to the top of the 6th now. And the Braves back to bat. And it draws him off the bag. He's safe with a 2. Sean Murphy is safe with a double. And I think if you're AJ Hinch after seeing that, you gotta put in a new pitcher. Here's Shelby Miller. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Putting in Shelby Miller was the right call. And look at that. Nice pitch by Miller there. Now all the Gritty Tigers need is a comeback, as that's a swing and a miss. 0-1. So 0 for 2 is Orlando. A pop out and then a ground out. His last 2 at bat. That is going to be his third ground, or not third, his second ground out. He is now 0 for 3 in this game. 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Hit foul. Acuna Jr., the last time he saw the bat, he homered, which got them a 4-3 lead. And then Tarek started to struggle a little bit, as that's a swing and a miss. And he got them all on strikes. Well, not all on strikes, but got them all out. So let's talk about what happened last time. Acuna homers. Then the Braves get a run after the base is loaded. Then the Tigers don't have that great of an inning in the bottom of the 5th. And deep shot for Acuna. He's there to make the grab for the outs.
The right fielder, number 31.
Riley Green is 1 for 2. It's a swing and a miss. 0-1. And now 0 for 2. And that's a swing and a miss. Riley Green strikes out again. And if you're the manager of the Braves right now, you're wondering, when do I pull Strider? That's his 10th strikeout of the game. You know, you're probably thinking right now, do I leave this guy in the game? Oh, chased it upstairs. 0-1 for Torkelson. Hey, man, there ain't nothing to be depressed about. We made a good run this season. That time, he's a little more careful with it. Oh, swing and a miss. 1-2. Come out that time. So now he'll be 2 for 3 on the night. But what we were saying is the Gritty Tigers won the first game 11-3. Currently find themselves trailing in this one. 5-3. But definitely not out of it. We've saw them get a 2-run blast before, courtesy of Spencer Torkelson in the bottom of the first to tie the game up after the Braves shot a 2-run blast out of here in the top. The Tigers were able to tie it up thanks to an error by the Braves. And manager tip, the pitcher is getting tired, so I think this is the time you pull him. And it looks like you can't put him in the game. So we're going to warm him up and get him ready. Oh, that's why I did the... Dang it, we did the wrong one. But that's a strikeout. Nice job by Shelby Miller. Shelby's getting tired. There's the home run that gave the Braves a 2-0 lead. The last time, or the first time this guy saw the bat tonight. And the Tigers are praying that a shot like that does not happen in the field of play. That is an 0 for 2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 for 4 on the night for Austin Riley. Nice job by Shelby Miller. And he might be getting tired, but look at what he's doing out there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That's hit foul. He'll see another pitch. And that's a swing and a miss for Olsen. And we're midway through the 7th. So the Tigers either A, gonna have to tie it up, or they're gonna need 3 runs. Or they need 3 runs to lead it, 2 to tie it. Still plenty of time to go, but you're running out of time. I mean, like, there's plenty because you still got 2 innings, but eventually you're gonna really run out of time and not have any time to make a comeback in this one. And that was that would have been a great hit if that would have stayed in the field of play. And swing and a miss. Gary Carpenter continues to struggle tonight. That's his 12th strikeout of the game. And quick out there to first. Colt Keith also 0 for 2. Decides not to chase that. That was pretty smart. And that is a foul. And swing and a miss, and this is continuing to be all Braves as we go to the top of the 8th, courtesy of those 2 runs they got a few innings back. That's a strike, 0 for 2. And he chased the slider. Shelby strikes out another. Michael Harris had a single in the 4th. There goes Javi Baez after it. Will he get there in time? Yes, he will. 2 away here. Sean Murphy, and his first swing is a miss. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Got him. All right, so if you're the Tigers, because it's getting to be late in this game, you got to imagine that, you know, you're going to have that, that you got to tie this game up, right? That's got to be what's going on in your head right now. And they are going to send in Dylan Lee. They're going to make the pitching change. Even though Strider has had a good game, they're gonna make the change because he's played all game. So here's Dylan Lee. He was warmed up, or they started to warm him up while the Tigers were at bat last inning. Gio Urshela, not a great night for him. He's now 0 for 3. Javi Baez, not having that great of a night either. First hit is a foul. 0 for 1, and that's another foul. 0-2. You'll see another pitch. Hit to deep field, 2 away. Jake Rogers, this is 3 straight batters that just have not had good nights. And chased a slider there, way out of the strike zone. And that's the end of the 8th. He didn't swing at it that time, but he swung at it all the other times. And now the Tigers are a chance of not coming back in this one, a real threat, as the Braves look to get to 1-1. And that's a swing and a miss. 0-3. And even though they just made a pitcher change last time, I think that if you're the Braves, you got to send in a closer now. Because you just sent in another, pitcher that normally would start the game. And while he got the strikeouts he needed, as that's going to be 0-2 now, I think you just, to make sure that the Tigers can't get like a 2-run blast or 3-run blast for the win, for an example. Oh, now you gotta pull Shelby Miller if you're AJ Hinch now. They're going to put in Jason Foley. Even though they're not winning, they are going to put in Foley. Swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout, the first for Jason Foley. But anyways, what we were saying, so that's a swing and a miss, 0-1. Is, you don't want to because just because the Tigers have been doing bad all these innings doesn't mean that they can't Freddie Freeman it in Game 1 of the World Series in the bottom of the ninth and walk it off, you know. So you're hoping that, you know, so you're going to send in a new pitcher like a closer because you're winning the game. You know, you're hoping that that doesn't happen. The 0-2, foul. Another foul. There it is. All right, so one final shot for the Tigers, but first, they're going to send in their closer. And you got to hope. Oh, is that going to stay in the field of play? It is not. That's a foul. And if you're Parker Meadows, you got to be shaking your head right now. That would have just helped your team get within a run. See, what you're thinking right now, get a man on base, and then homer as Meadows strikes out. So unless if we go to extras, Parker Meadows done for this game. And the problem for the Tigers is there's two away now, but the problem for the Tigers is they can't get, you know, the ball to go deep enough to, you know, maybe get a base hit. And this is it. Down to your final strike. Gotta have it here. Torkelson with a bomb to put the Tigers down one late in the game with 2 away. His second home run of the night. 112.2 miles per hour exit velocity. If only Parker Meadows would have got on base, that would have tied the game right there. Instead, you got to hope an 0-3 Kerry Carpenter can help you.
0-1.
And the Braves will hold on despite the Spencer Torkelson home run. And the Tigers drop game 2 of this series. And if you're Parker Meadows, you're probably really disappointed that ball did not go out of there. That first ball you hit. If you're Spencer Torkelson, you know, you're happy you got the homer, but you're probably disappointed that, you know, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. The Tigers drop this game. Tomorrow, though, they'll be going for the series win in the final game of the series tomorrow evening. So Spencer Strider gets the win in this game. Tarek Skubal gets the loss. And 5-4 the final. Atlanta bounces back following an embarrassing 11-3 loss in Game 1. But like I said, if you're Austin Meadows, you gotta be not too happy right now that ball did not go out of the park on that first hit. Because if that ball went out, you would have had back-to-back homers, which would have tied the game at least, and then you could go into extra innings to try to win. But instead, that's a foul. He hits another foul, and then he gets out off a strike, and then you have Riley Green, come in, and he grounds out to first. And then you have Spencer Torkelson come in and smack a homer, which it would not have been back-to-back. We kind of lied there, because there was a batter between Torkelson and Parker there. But you know what? At the same time, it's only Game 2, folks. Game 3 tomorrow. Plenty of season left to go. Just because you lose this one doesn't mean you're not gonna, have a winning season. These teams trying to get to Miami to play in the World Series because, like I mentioned before, our league, we have the World Series at somebody else's stadium for all 7 games, if 7 games are necessary. But how about a bounce-back win for the Braves? They are now 1-1 on the young season, and they still currently remain second in their division. Before the games tomorrow, we'll be able to determine where they actually stand. But that does it here in Detroit. 5-4. The Braves get a bounce-back win over the Tigers. And the Tigers, both teams really looking to go for the series win tomorrow. Now, before you guys sign off, we will have more baseball coming up next for you. But before we sign off for the night, we got to know, we got to ask a question if there's anybody still here. Will one of our teams go 15-0 this season? Remember, if you were here at the top of the broadcast, we're only playing a 15-game season because there was not a 2024 season. But we will do all the playoff games and all the series. So, for an example, best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, best of 7. So will a team go undefeated this season? If you want, you could tell us in the next live, but that does it here from Detroit. We'll get you down to St. Louis. Actually, no. We'll get you over to Philadelphia for the Phillies and Rockies. We'll see you over there, folks. Until then, so long. 5-4 Braves bounce back win over the Tigers.